There we go. Let's begin. Hi, Gemini. This is your current energy 18 card spread. I did put a date on there from the 18th until the 24th, and that's just kind of for me to know when I'm going to be doing an update. But as far as I'm concerned, this is for the current energies. So when you click on it, is the time. Mind me, I hope I'm not going to choke right now. Okay, can I begin? Yes, I can. Gemini, I've pulled for 6 questions. What your person is thinking about you right now, what your person is feeling towards you right now, how your person is feeling towards the union. Does your person want to make this work? Near future, most likely actions or outcome that could happen. Most possible outcome, I should say, and a final message. So Gemini, for the first question, how is your person thinking of you right now? And it was really interesting, the cards that came out. It was the Six of Wands in reverse. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, why, is the person thinking about that? But clearly, with the element of swords, which has to do with things being on your mind, Gemini, you're looking at what's not happening here. This is the Four of Wands. This is, that beautiful twin energy, twin soul. You may actually be dealing with someone that's a very high vibrational connection here, like a twin, because it's almost as though this person knows you're thinking about the disappointment. This card is about a celebration due to a union, and this is also about a celebration for a union. And the same couple wearing the white and the black in the middle, and this is the truth and true love, and this is divine love, but it's not happening right now. So there's this lack of success, like, in your mind. And this is how the person is thinking about you right now. They're thinking you're going through this energy of being disappointed and upset that this union hasn't happened yet. Okay, so how does your person feel about you? This is a really beautiful group of cards here as well. So let me just draw attention to the Queen of Pentacles here, the Elder of Pentacles, and we also have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a single woman who clearly has been working hard on herself. I just always see this card as something in the fashion industry or the art industry, or even you could be working on the paper side of it and doing inventory or something like that. But it's someone who's looking also at a lot of clutter and clearing that energy up. See, we have the table here being cleared. So this person, how are they feeling about you? Right now they're feeling that you have become very grounded. You're focusing more within. They may even feel like, you're not even thinking of them right now because whatever type of communication has happened has not been to your satisfaction at this point. Of course, obviously, there's this energy of being disappointed that this union hasn't happened. There could have been wobbly truths, is what I call them when I see this picture here. And maybe you're not in communication right now. No one's really at the table willing to work on anything at this moment. And maybe this is how your person's feeling about you. Like, you're taking care of yourself. You're not showing up at the table. You don't want to talk to them. They may be feeling you don't want to communicate with them right now, that you're too focused on dealing with your own life now because you feel like you don't have this union anyways. Okay, so how does this person feel about the union with you? Well, the first card that came out is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is like one of the best cards to get. But when I look at this particular card, I see this energy of aloneness, because there's a difference with being lonely and alone. And I feel like this person just feels alone. They may not be lonely. They may have a lot, to deal with. They may put on a cold exterior too, is what I pick up. to others, like, just all business. So does this person, how are they feeling about the union? They're feeling like, I feel like they've kind of let you down in this union. We do have the Death card in the middle there and the Queen of Cups here. Um, and like they've let you down. They've kind of put you out, in the with the wolves. They had you having to deal with everything for yourself, and they see that you've gone through, a rebirth, and you're so precious. And I just feel like, the energy right now is them taking a good look at what they've done and what they've offered you and how much you're worth and how much, like, how valuable of a human being you are, um, because you've made it through all of the harshness here. You've made it through all of their bullshit, and you've still come out strong, loving, caring, generous, motherly, full of life. You went through hell and back, and you're still full of life. There's just an energy here of like, yeah, they have a very loving feeling towards you, and they want to come forward, and they're just cold right now and shut down. Okay, now I forgot about this section. Now we had 4 cards come out, and I kept them because there's a deeper story here, and I don't usually get into third parties, but because this is a monthly, and not someone ordering, if you order this, I don't talk about third parties in the 18 card spread. I try to keep it, stuck to the question. But the thing is with this, the question is, do they want to make it happen? So, important question, right? The first card we have here, this is actually about wedding, union, energy, but as you can see, there's a woman rushing. So there's also an energy of being late. I'm actually going to go in the book for this one just to give you guys the full spectrum. It is about reconciling with a relationship. It's also about being late, accepting delays, and also about rushing. So I feel that there's this energy, like, does this person want to make this happen? Yeah, but there's this energy of like rushing around, trying to figure out how this can happen, even being too late for some. There's a strong energy of being late. And I do feel with the King of Swords and the, this is, let me just double check that because I want to make sure. I don't know if it's the, oh no, it is the Queen. It's the Queen of Pentacles. It's not the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, we have the Elder here. The way they do it here is it's unisex. So the Queen of Pentacles is man or woman. The King of Swords is man or woman. And this is technically, this would technically be the Queen of Pentacles in that lower female position. But it's just they choose if it was man or woman, up to them, right? So anyhow, point being, we do actually have the Queen of Pentacles here. And this would be the Queen of Cups, yes, okay. Okay, yes, so this brings me back to this side message I got with the Justice card here. This card is actually about the rule of 3. What you put out comes back threefold. That's what they say here. Now, there's an energy here, and I almost feel as though this King energy, this King of Swords, has something to cut before he can reconcile and come into this marriage or union or whatever he wants to offer here, this very special union here with these cards. And I hope you can see these cards up here. I hope. Anyhow, they're very beautiful. So does he want to come forward? The answer is yes, but I did pick up an energy that there is a third party that literally needs to be legally cut in one way or another, even if it's the legalities of the universe. What is the near future most likely outcome or action that will happen? Let's just say, like near future, it can change, but what's possible to happen here? There's an energy of this person reaching out, of someone reaching out to someone, and maybe discussing. Where once there was wasted energy, that's what the Five of Wands is about here. It's wasted energy. It's like you're just going around in circles. Um, it's time to really come to some clarity here with the Seven of Swords. Bring out the truths, bring out everything, and this time have a more focused energy to work towards a commonality, a common goal. Okay, and the side message here that I got um, for you, this is what I asked. Like, what's the side message here? It really is, don't forget that you have a lot of options. Don't forget to turn to your friends and to continue to socialize and make new friends. Don't be afraid to turn your back on situations that don't feel right. And there's an energy here about watching your back. You're coming into a new time of knowing yourself and being very clear about yourself. And you're going to be leaving certain situations, and not everyone's going to want that, because some people are going to want to keep you tied down to, the low vibrational energies. And remember, you have a lot of options and you can do a lot on your own. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Cups, and I actually forgot, I'm going to pull a card for you. I normally would pull this at the beginning. So let's see what the overall message here. Maybe it's happened for a reason to come at the end. But I do see fulfillment in love, and it's not just about one person. It's a community, and it's about embracing and affecting the many. Okay, so we have mortality. Interesting. Let's look it up. I wonder if this is a king. It's a queen. The Queen of Air. Ooh. Gemini, this is your card. Holy. Well, we're going to read the whole thing, so you can stick around or you can leave. And if you leave now, thank you so much, and I appreciate your likes and subscriptions, okay? So here we go. Mortality has restricted all the juice and energy of life to the narrow confines of her mind. It can flow there. So she really has become a dried up old prune. Her whole manner is very proper and stiff and severe, and she is always ready to see every situation black and white, like the jewel that she wears around her neck. Now, don't lose me. If you're still here, pay attention to this, because there is a deeper message here. The Queen of Clouds lurks in the minds of all of us who have been brought up with rigid ideas of good and bad, sinful and various, acceptable and unacceptable, moral and immorals. It's important to remember that all these judgments of the mind are just products of our conditioning, and whether our judgments are applied to ourselves or to others, they keep us from experiencing the beauty and godliness that lies within. Only when we break through the cage of our conditioning and reach the truth of our own hearts can we begin to see life as it really is. So that's the first part of this message, and it is very relevant, because I feel it goes back to this first energy where how your person's thinking about you is probably really what's going on here, and they're feeling a bit of the bitterness. Very air energy here with the element of swords. This is about you being in your mind because things are not happening exactly the way they are meant to happen. And if you are on your perfect way they're meant to happen. If you watch the collective reading, which I just posted, if you can go and find that collective reading, the card that came out is patience. And patience will calm the rigidity of your energy. And Gemini, I've been there with you. I am a Gemini. There can be a time when sometimes you're so kind, and you kind of give a lot of your energy. And this is just firsthand experience, so I'm going to relate it to you. And then you kind of get a little bitter. And I feel it sometimes. And then you have to work extra hard. And it's like fighting against the grain, and that's not the way to go about it. But you don't want to be in that bitter energy. As a Gemini, we want to be happy. We want to be free spirited. Don't become a dried up prune. Drink a lot of water. Honestly, I know that sounds ridiculous, and some of you will laugh at that, but it's true. Just actually listen to what that sentence is about and feed it what it needs to release any sadness. Okay, so Bodhidharma, far transcending moralist, purities, so-called good people, do-gooders. He has touched the very rock bottom of the problem. Unless awareness arises in you, all your mortality is bogus. All your culture and all your culture is simply a thin layer which can be destroyed by anybody. But once your mortality has come out of your awareness, not out of certain discipline, then it is a totally different matter. Then you will respond in every situation out of your awareness, and whatever you do will be good. Awareness cannot do anything that is bad. That is the ultimate beauty of awareness, that anything that comes out of it is simply beautiful. It is simply right, and without any effort and without any practice. So rather than cutting the leaves and the branches, cut the root. And to cut the root, there is no other method than a single method, the method of being alert, of being aware, of being conscious. So Gemini, thank you so much. That is your 18 card spread for the next week time. Around that time, it's going to be Christmas after that, so Merry Christmas. But remember, a lot of energy will be shifting at that time as well. Okay, bye for now.